Welcome back to Bringers Bricks, everybody. My name is Ben. In today's video, we're spending about $1,000 on Lego sets, as well as building the retro arcade and diner, which is the second story to our bowling alley. Make sure you like, subscribe, stay tuned. Let's get started. The day has come, everybody, where we finally get to start building the retro arcade and diner, which is the second floor to our retro bowling alley. I'm excited to get all these pieces organized so that we can finally add on that second floor to our bowling alley and make it look like it just belongs and fits in with the rest of our Lego city. So let's get to organizing. We'll get started building. Real quick, before we start organizing some of these pieces, I want to talk a little bit more about how we retrieved said pieces. Most of the pieces that we retrieved were from Bricks and Minifigs. I want to say we are somewhere in the boat of 1,400 pieces. Now, if you're asking yourself how I know that, no, I did not count every single piece. What we did is we really took that XML file from Rebrickable, transferred it over to Bricklink, created that wanted list, and then from there we were able to kind of check off those pieces as we go. So I really just had that printed out sheet, crossed them off as I found them, and just started throwing them in bags. And I actually kept the bag at Bricks and Minifigs so that I could continue to go back and forth. And whenever I had 20, 30 minutes, I'd hop in and try to find a few pieces. Yes, it took forever if that's what you're thinking, but we were able to find most of them there and saved quite a bit of money doing so. Now, with that being said, like I said, 1,400 pieces of the 1,700 we found at Bricks and Minifigs, but we did have to go back to Bricklink to place one small order for some of the pieces that I couldn't find. Really, it had to do with like a lot of the teal pieces, some of the like dark pink pieces I couldn't find, and then some of like the 16 by 16 plate were kind of difficult to find just because Bricks and Minifigs didn't necessarily have like light bluish gray, and they had some like, they had dark gray, but they only had like one dark gray, but then also they had like pink and tan. So it was just kind of all over the place. But long story short, we have all 1,719 pieces and we are ready to start organizing. Little progress update. We are about halfway done organizing our pieces, and my wife just let me know that somebody was at the front door delivering a large package, and so we're gonna go just double check and see what that is. You boys stay here, okay? Let's go check it out. See what we got. Please be Lego, please be Lego. Oh, that's gotta be Lego. That box is a little beat up. Hopefully it's not too bad. Let's take it inside and see what we got. All right, we got the box upstairs. Let's check it out, open it up. Let's see. Oh yeah, baby. Talked about this on our Instagram the other day. We did make a big purchase. We were able to get both gifts with purchase. And we got the winter market stall. What do you think about that, Ollie?
Good.
Kind of cool. It's got 2 minifigures. Got a little snowman. I like that. Cool little, it's a cool little set.
Everyone.
Yeah. All right. All right, and then our other gift with purchase that we got, Ollie, 365 pieces. Yep. I think this is a pretty solid gift with purchase. And I think we're going to make another purchase so we can actually finish the back half, so it's not going to be as open on the back side. So this will be kind of a cool Magisto's Magical Workshop. We'll end up getting one more of these. I think I'm going to end up holding on to these and maybe putting it in that empty spot in the greenery area. So that might be not a terrible idea, but very cool. 365 pieces, 2 minifigs. Pretty solid. And then obviously comes down to the big bad boy, Ollie. What do we get to build, Ollie? This one, what is it? We just watched this movie the other day. Do you remember?
The Home Alone.
Yeah, it's the Home Alone house. Kevin McAllister.
It's number 1.
Yeah, it's the first one. You're right. And then this is. Do you remember the bad guys' names, Ollie? Harry and Marv.
Yeah, Harry and Marv.
I think that's their names. And then we have the OK Plumbing truck. I'm excited to put that in the Lego City. They got the cool little tree house in the back, little sled, and it's got the neighbor. I can't remember the neighbor's name, but he's carrying around his shovel and his trash can. Ooh, I'm excited about that.
I see him right there.
Yeah. So pretty cool. All right, let's get back to organizing and building the second story to our bowling alley. Yeah, super excited about the Home Alone house, the 2 GWPs that we got, getting that built and put up in the Lego City, but also excited as we made another recent purchase with the Man Armory. That has come down. Retail price, I believe, is $89.99, and on Amazon, I believe it was on Target as well for $41.99. So we picked that up the other day, and then also wanted to round it out with just this little set here. I actually really like the 2 minifigures, Star-Lord and Groot, so this will be a nice little addition. With the addition of the Man Armory, I think we're going to start collecting some of the different Iron Mans. I love that we get 5 in this set. Well, we get not necessarily 5 Iron Mans, but we do get 5 versions, right? We get the War Machine, Iron Man Mark III, Mark 85, Mark 25, Whiplash, and then also Tony Stark himself. So a lot of really cool sets. I'm actually really excited to get the Tony Stark car here and get that put in the Lego City. But again, just excited to pick up a couple new sets, and then we'll have our eyes. We'll actually come out with a couple videos here in the future, just talking a little bit more about how to get all of those Iron Man minifigures, just as they're super cool, and there's a lot of cool sets that are going on sale that we can pick up to start rounding that out. Now we have all of our pieces organized and ready to go. We have our mock instructions up, getting ready to do that. Everything's organized. And then we also have our Dave's Bowling Cafe, or the retro arcade and diner that we're getting ready to build. So what we'll have to do is we'll take the roof off, remove a couple sections just so that we can continue to build up and add that second floor. But I'm excited to get started, so here we go. So one more quick thing before we start building the retro arcade and diner, or the second floor, is that it is 10:30 on Thanksgiving, and we are staying up till midnight to potentially buy the Avengers Tower. Now, for some odd reason that it goes on back order or out of stock, and we don't end up getting it right away, we will probably be waking up around 3:30, 4 o'clock tomorrow morning to see if we can be one of the first 20 people in line to get it in store with the GWP at our local Lego store. They only have 20 GWPs. It sounds like they have about 30 of the Avengers Tower, so there will be about 10 people that won't get the exclusive GWP, but we're going to potentially try if we don't get it tonight. Now, normally I would try to create some good content, go in, but if we're staying up till midnight and then waking up at 3:30, 4 o'clock, it's going to be a rough day tomorrow. So we'll try to get it tonight, but let's start building before we run out of time and midnight comes striking here. So here we go. As we got started building the retro arcade and diner, I honestly really enjoyed this build. I think that it does a great job of utilizing a bunch of different pieces, a bunch of different colors, which really blend in well with the bowling alley on the first floor. Now, the one thing I will say, it was kind of tough to find all these pieces at Bricks and Minifigs, and I did mention that we had to go through a couple different sources to find the rest of the pieces, but in the end, it was definitely worth it. And I really like the different details that Brick Artisan added into some of these different areas on the retro arcade and diner, especially the arcade. I thought a lot of the gaming systems that were put in were super unique, and I'm excited to kind of show you guys a little bit more about what I'm talking about, but definitely something that I would highly recommend, as it is similar to a lot of different mocks that you build for other modulars. I am exhausted. It is 12:24. We were able to get in after waiting in the queue for about 15 minutes, got in, got the Avengers Tower in our bag, and then we were able to check out, purchase that, and also qualify for all 3 GWPs, the Winter Market Stall, Lego Marvel Taxi, and then also Magisto's Magical Workshop. Man, it was a crazy past 24, 25 minutes here, but I am excited to finally log off here, go to bed, and then tomorrow when we wake up, we'll continue to work on the second floor to our retro bowling alley, and finally keep building that. I am so stoked to be getting the Avengers Tower, and getting that in the Lego City is going to be awesome. Now, one thing I feel like I didn't mention enough was I was really excited to not have to fight all of the Black Friday traffic, and I'm just excited to be getting some cash back via Rakuten. Obviously, we're not sponsored by Rakuten, but just want to let everybody know, obviously, if you use our link down in the description, you will get that $30 back, or $40 right now when you spend that $40 after signing up. So make sure to use our link. The second floor to the bowling alley is complete, better known as the Retro Arcade and Diner. This is a second floor mock that was created by Brick Artisan. And again, I don't want to hate on the bowling alley itself with the original build. I think it was great. The only thing is when you're sitting up next to larger modulars, such as like the Assembly Square, or even like Corner Garage, a lot of those older modulars that are 2-3 stories tall, you're going to look so tiny when you only have that 1 story. So Overall, again, really like the design. It was just too small for our city, so that is really why we kind of expanded and built upwards. But again, I think everything matches up very nicely with similar color flow. We have similar, window types, especially with the different glasses. We kept the original roof, as you can see, didn't change anything with that, or the sign out front. But I do like some of the different window flower boxes that they have, little AC unit here. Again, kind of matches up with everything that we had previously. But then on the back side, again, pretty much everything the same or matches up pretty similar. Again, the pillars going all the way up. We have some of those similar colors to the front with the red and the blue, and then having those stairs go all the way up. We do have an outside, kind of like a vent system on the outside, the back of the outside here, just showing some of the ventilation that's coming out from the kitchen inside. So want to take a little bit more of a deeper dive to the inside and really see what that looks like. Moving on into the inside, we have some very cool features that Brick Artisan added into here. So you can see down here, this is where these stairs come up from the actual bowling alley on the first floor, comes up into a diner. And I really like this diner. Overall, the kitchen looks great. There's a couple cool little features in there. I think we have like a coffee maker. We have some mustard, ketchup. I added in a little bit like pizza, a couple other extra cups, and some drinks. As you can see, we have a little bit of ice cream, added in a couple cookies, and then I love the little retro jukebox that we have over here, along with some, I believe, like a bubblegum machine, and then a clock on the wall over here. Overall, just a very cool design. I really like, one thing that I think is very underrated is the fact that a lot of creators don't put a lot of jumpers in there to position minifigs. And I think that this was a great usage of a lot of these jumpers and other tiles to really kind of create your own little backstory. The other nice thing I actually really like that they did and that Brick Artisan did was create a little bit of a bathroom. Now again, the door being open, I guess that's a little bit questionable, just as, if you're stinking the place up, it's right next to the kitchen. But overall, I really like that there's a bathroom, and I think that was a really cool addition. And then moving over here, we do have a little like arcade ticket counter where you go insert all your tickets into a little machine, tells you how many you have, and then you can kind of exchange. Now the bear, for some reason I was having issues getting this onto the second shelf, so I actually replaced that with some different trophies. And then I think we have Wally, I guess that's technically probably supposed to be up there, and then just some little bows and a couple of like race cars and stuff in there. So that was a very cool addition. Moving over here, I really like the different colors with the I think navy blue, whatever color blue that is, but definitely a cool addition and adding some different colors up here. We have a couple vending machines with, I'm guessing, soda or some sort of candy inside, and then just a couple arcade games, just general arcade games. And over here we have like a race car game, and then I don't know if that's supposed to be like Pac-Man or something, but has a little joystick there, and then has the little ping pong ball, throw it into the bucket game. And then we have like the claw game over there, have a water shooting game, a couple little prizes there, have another little shooter game, and then just another general game over here. So also can't forget air hockey in the middle here too. But we need to do a better job here actually in getting more minifigures in here, just to position and give a few other cool details to the upper level here in the second story. But overall, it looks great. The next thing we need to do, get this put into our Lego City. All right, moment of truth, everybody. You'll have to let me know what you think in the comments section, but I think that the second story to the bowling alley looks great. The retro arcade and diner looks so much better, especially sandwiched in between the sitcom tower and Assembly Square here. I think once Peter Parker or Spider-Man in the Lego City is swinging in between buildings, it'll be a little bit nicer and easier for him to swing from like 5.5 stories here down to 2 and then back up to 3. So definitely a much needed addition, and I think overall looks great. One thing I may end up doing here, actually just thinking about it here off the top of my head, is potentially adding on some sort of like penthouse or suite up on the second floor here, just kind of like we did. Oh, I don't have to get put back on. Just like we did over here with Thor's penthouse, potentially doing something like that over here on the retro arcade and diner, just to, again, give it just a little bit more height. But overall, again, everything's kind of coming together. If you missed our last video, we did we had a lot of fun putting in the water into our greenery area. The overall river looks great. We have the beach. Still have to do a decent amount of work on that, but overall everything's looking pretty good. But Lego City's coming together, and it was a big week here. Wow, we had a lot going on this week, and I'm excited that things are wrapping up with this project because we have so many other things that we need to do, especially starting to build the Kevin McAllister's house with my kid leading up to Christmas here, as well as purchasing the Avengers Tower, getting that built and into the Lego City, as well as starting to collect a little bit more of these Iron Man minifigures, starting with that Iron Man Armory set that we just purchased. So excited to talk a little bit more about the continuation of our collection with the Iron Man minifigures. And if you guys have any helpful hints, please let me know down in the comment section, as I am just starting in this journey. But again, thank you so much for everybody for stopping by, and I appreciate all the positive comments and the vibes. But have a great rest of your day. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, drop comments down below, and I'll see y'all very soon. Have a good one.